Hey everybody, how's it going? I am Viper's Cow and welcome back to the channel. On October the 21st, Sports Interactive Studio Director Miles Jacobson dropped a tweet regarding new-gen faces and the upgrades they are getting in Football Manager 2021. He also previously tweeted about the new manager model that you can kind of see in his Twitter profile picture, something I'm very excited for to see improvements in. He also, in this tweet here, mentions that he will be releasing almost daily quality of life updates to the game for the next few weeks. Little things, tweaks here and there, just to make your experience that little bit better. So that is what this video is about. These are the top 5 quality of life improvements I am hoping to see from Miles Jacobson over the next few weeks, in no particular order. First up are some of the little niggling startup problems the game has had during its life cycle. These were the most prominent, I feel like, right at the very beginning, right after release, and then again towards the end. I don't know what they did, they came back. It takes me more than one try to start Football Manager 2020 every single time. I either open it up in Steam and it just sits there, it says it's running but it's not, or I open it and get the classic error. It just makes it overall a frustrating experience to get into the game, knowing that I'm going to have to either restart Steam, restart my entire computer just to be able to get into the game. I have to go into Task Manager and shut everything Steam and Football Manager related down. I don't think it's a Steam problem because I haven't had this with other games, it's only been FM20. So I'm not sure how simple a fix this actually is. I'm assuming it's not too difficult and hopefully it's something that will not be seen again in FM21. Number 2 is something I've already talked about and something that Miles has already addressed, and that is the regen faces. I'm very pleased actually with the models that have come out. We're not going to get photorealistic, new players within the game. That's not something that can happen right now with the technology that's available, and what we have looks like being a big improvement on what we've seen before. The issue this particular point covers, though, well, it relates to the image that's on your screen right now. The heavily bearded 15-year-olds that come out within the game. It's not a massive deal, it's not something that should be that make or break, it's just always kind of annoyed me a little bit that, well, like you saw, a 15-year-old or 16-year-old come into the game with a full beard or a moustache or be balding at the top of his head like he's 55. They're kids. It's possible for people's appearances to change. Maybe a fully dynamic, changing appearance is too much for the game to handle. I totally get that. I don't want to waste my limited processing power on changing my star striker's haircut every couple months. But maybe a one-off refresh when a player turns 20 or 21, maybe a couple times, 2 or 3 times during their career, where something changes, the age starts to show, their hair starts to disappear, they get a beard, they shave their beard, they get some wrinkles, whatever. Just update the faces a little bit. A 15-year-old should not have a full-on beard in the same way a 35-year-old shouldn't look like they just emerged from the womb hours prior. Number 3 on my list is fixtures. The big thing here is fixture congestion. It's not a new problem we've had, and we've all faced it. The screenshot you're about to see comes from FM13. This was just the easiest one I could find when I was searching for them before this video, and I thought it was quite a good point to make that this isn't something that has just appeared, but something we can fix. Yes, I understand fixture congestion in real life is a very real problem. Liverpool were forced to play 2 games in a day last year. It makes sense, it happens, but I feel like it happens a little bit too much in Football Manager, and also for reasons that don't really make sense. Liverpool were in too many competitions, they had to play 2 games on the same day. That's the way it was. It was unfortunate. I feel like I've been in situations where that's not really been the case. Like, I see people that play in like the Vanarama National League and they have 4 games in a week out of nowhere, and you wonder why. Kind of aligned to fixture congestion is the issue of international call-ups on the days of big games. I've definitely seen over the years people putting out pictures where it's, some Champions League final day and they have 12 players on international duty that are gone, and it kind of ruins the whole experience. The whole season build-up was for nothing because all of your stars are gone playing for their country, where you're about to play possibly the biggest game of your career. Things like that little pieces in the coding, just make the game that little bit smarter to make these decisions better. Number 4 for this video is the Club Vision. It was an excellent new feature that was put into the game. It has had its problems. I've seen people come up with, the Club Vision showing up that they've failed an objective when they clearly haven't, or passing objectives that haven't even happened yet. Little bugs and pieces that need to be resolved just to tighten that feature up, make it a little bit better. They have already announced improvements to the feature. They're making, club specific objectives. There's new objectives generally overall for everybody, which is great. They just need to also make sure it works. They need to fix what's already there. I get a little bit sick and tired of saying that I've passed the the challenge for silverware objective for 3 or 4 years down the line every single year. Once you've achieved that in your long-term objectives, it should be gone. You shouldn't have to do it again every year. I get to the League Cup final and suddenly I've passed challenge for silverware at Benfica, the biggest club in Portugal. That's not really what they're aiming for. It should be, again, smarter objectives, and maybe that's what these improvements are all about. Maybe we're going to see that now. That's what I'm hoping for. Just tighten up that system, as it is a great feature. It has the potential to be even greater. And finally for this list, number 5 is improved AI in player swap deals. I could talk about AI transfers a lot. I feel like I have a very different opinion to others on that. I don't think they're that bizarre. I think you're clearly wanting to buy this player from a club. They're good. The other club knows they're good. So they're going to ask for more money. We say, oh, they asked for so much more in their valuation. And then we complain when AI clubs only want to pay the value for our players that we don't want to lose. It's a very simple system. People don't seem to understand that. But player swaps are broken. They have been for some time. I apologize for the horrific quality of the screenshot you're about to get right now. It is from a picture one of my friends took of his screen when we were playing a network game. We started up one as Barcelona and Real Madrid, and he tried to offer a swap deal for Paul Pogba from Manchester United. He was Barcelona. He included Arthur and Samuel Umtiti in the deal, making it known that Manchester United had been bidding for Arthur throughout the transfer window. And so with Arthur and Umtiti in the deal, they still asked for over £170 million for Paul Pogba. It just doesn't make sense. Like, I get it. You probably don't want to sell Pogba, but the thing is, even if you took those two players out of the deal, one of which they're actively interested in, that figure would not change. The amount they asked for was no different. It's like the player wasn't even there. Either improve swap deals or get rid of them. You don't see them as much anymore. Maybe with the transfer system, we have the COVID transfer system they're putting in for that first year where clubs are short on cash. Swap deals will become more of a thing, and maybe they fix that going into the game. You might hear about it as we go forward. But currently in their state right now, I don't even consider a swap deal as an option, because it seems to be just a bit of a waste of time even trying to negotiate one of those with the AI in the state that it is in. And so that's it. 5 small, simple quality of life improvements that I think will make FM21 a far better game than previous editions have been. What do you think? What should Sports Interactive do to the game on a quality of life level that will take your experience from here to here? Leave them down in the comments below. I'll be excited to read them and make another video including some of your suggestions in it. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Please subscribe for more Football Manager content, build up to FM21 saves as they come about. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.